if I feel stressed, I say, I'm sorry, I think we're not going to go further.
You know, another context.
I avoid it.
Yeah, look, another context this brings up as well is a client says, well, I can't be hypnotized. Who's heard that before?
Yes.
What do we do? What could we do?
Why'd you come in?
Give me one thing. Yep.
Just start talking.
Yeah.
Really?
Stare at them.
Stare at them.
Stare at them, smile. Really?
Start with that. That's the place to start. So the client says, I can't be hypnotized. Really?
Or maybe we can ask them that, what is hypnosis according to you? What do you mean you can't?
Now that starts a dialogue with the conscious mind. I don't want that.
Okay.
Did you know that by not being able to be hypnotized is the easiest way to go into hypnosis?
But again, that's a conscious thing. It's a lot of words. I want to get really lazy and just go, really, and just wait. Because I know for a fact everyone can go into trance. What I don't want us to do is go, okay, well, did you know that only smart people can be hypnotized? Here's the history of hypnosis. You know, let's try relaxation. Just look at people. Do this as some homework, guys. If you've got kids or something like that, and you know they've been up to something they shouldn't have, and they come through and you go, I need to speak to you. Okay, what have I done? Or, you know, yeah, I'll come through, I'll speak to you. And just look at them and smile. Or just look at them. Probably don't smile, probably better. And see what comes out of their mouth. And just wait. It just shows you pressure creates a lot of diamonds, especially with clients. When you slow down and pressure, it makes them reevaluate the answer they just gave you. So if you're looking to create an unconscious moment, pressure and staring does a really good job of that.
Well, then they connect to that? Because I get that. Well, I can't be hypnotized. And then what I've done in the past is, you know, have you ever driven from your house to work and you get there and you're like, I don't really remember.
That's a lot of words.
Right. I want to learn how to slow it down. But when they say that and you do this strategy, really, will they click and connect? Oh, that is hypnosis. I guess I can be hypnotized.
I don't care if they connect with it or not. I'm basically saying you're going into trance by me staring at you right now. I don't care whether they believe it or not. And this is what will happen. You'll stare at them, you'll smile, and you'll see them trancing out a bit. There you go.
But on the strategy call, because
on a strategy call, you would have to be more logical. If it comes out on a strategy call, you could use those metaphors.
That's where it comes out.
Okay. Yeah, if it's in an actual session and they bring that up, use it as a gateway to trance. But yeah, on the strategy call, definitely explain it to them. But even then, I would say, well, don't worry about the trance stuff and let's just solve your problem. How does that sound? Yeah, that sounds good. Because we can do it without trance. You realize that. We don't even have to do hypnosis or coaching. We can just figure out what your problem is and solve it. How does that sound? That sounds awesome. But don't hypnotize me. Okay, I promise I won't. Then they come in the session and then it starts.
Then I feel like they might say, well, then how are we going to solve it?
Come in for the first session. I'll show you.
Okay.
Remember, when you start to explain things to people are going to glaze over anyway. They're not going to pay attention. It's a lot. Now it's pressure on you. You're now trying to perform and convince them.
Yeah.
Your job on the strategy call is to keep their mind on the solution.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's where I've gotten stuck on the strategy called the process I use.
Yeah.
And that's where they say, well, I can't be hypnotized. I've tried it.
Yeah. And I say, great. Well, I'll just use something else. We don't have to worry about trance. Why don't we just put all of our attention on solving this problem once and for all? Because you told me you want to get out of this narcissistic relationship because you've been in for 30 years. That sounds important. So it's something you want to get rid of, right? Yes. So let's just focus on that. How does that sound? That's what I'm excited about. And you can just overload them with that bullshit. Get them away from where they were stuck and focusing, and focus on the real reason why they're there.
And then you would say, well, like what we said before, we'll just work on this till it's fixed.
That's it. We'll just,
and they go, oh, okay.
I'm going to give you all of my attention, all of my focus, and as much time as we need, because my goal is to make sure you resolve this once and for all.
Okay.
How does that sound, client? Sounds awesome. Are you sure? Yes. Are you positive? Are you sure you want to let go of this? Yes. How do you know? You could even do a little testing cycle there. It'll get them really excited about the change. All right. So any more questions?